Oh, hello, everyone there on YouTube, all the gardeners. Here's just another tip on bulbs and pulling them up, and just sort of to explain for those new to bulbs and gardening and whatever. Just a few pointers, I guess. These are gladioli bulbs. Now it's winter here, and very, very close to winter in Australia. And it's 2013, it's really quite cold. A lot of snow's falling in the snowy mountains. Nothing like Canada or, definitely not Alaska or anything like that, but for Australia it's actually quite a lot. And it's falling quite early, so it's really quite cold this year. We're in Sydney, so we're about 6 hours away from there. Snowy Mountain's about six hours south. And just the reason I'm saying that is because I just want to point out that this pot here is a terracotta pot, and terracotta pots are quite good for many reasons. That they don't tend to destroy the root systems or have a negative effect in any way on any of the plants that are in the potting mix. Some plants are good for plastic and some are good for terracotta, but generally speaking, terracotta is quite good. So with these gladioli bulbs, what I want to do is point out that I haven't watered this pot that much. I planted these bulbs too late in the summer, and I didn't flower. They came up, but they basically went green. The foliage came up, but there wasn't any flower stems. It's because I planted them too late. And I don't really care. It's all right. It's just a bit of time lacking, really. And the time to pull them up is when the foliage starts to die off. You can let it die off all the way till it's completely dead and brown, or you can pull them up just as it starts to go brown. But you want to let the bulb go dormant and store its energy, and it'll suck its energy down into the bulb from that from the stems that are coming up from the leaves. So that's what you're left with, and basically, because there hasn't been any moisture or water, deliberate watering, the mix in here is still quite wet and damp, and the effect that it has is this. I might not be able to use this bulb now. I'm still going to give it a go though. It might shoot if I'm lucky, but really at the end of the day it probably won't. And there was one here, just which one is it? There's one that's got it was being eaten by a little worm. Here we go. This is what happens when you leave your bulbs in too long. You hear the term rot. This is exactly it. Now I will try and save this. You can see it's all damp. Little worm was in there when I was pulling it up. He was just doing his job, having something to eat, doing a good thing for the planet and all that. But yeah, don't leave them in there. As soon as you start to get a frost and moisture, even though you're not watering, pull them up. And then my next step is to go and sit them in front of a fan and dry them, and then I'll tap all of the soil off, and then I'll store them. And I'll also cut these roots off once they're dry, and I won't dry them in the direct sun. I'll just leave them in an airy position with a fan on them. Then I'll store them in the bags that they came in originally. They're my springtime bulbs that I'm planting now in the winter time in Australia, and they'll go into this pot, and then I'll just change the cycle, keep going. So hope that video helps. And if you've got any questions, just let me know. See you later.